James Payne was an English singer who rose to fame as a member of the pop boy band One Direction. Payne made his debut as a singer in 2008 when he auditioned for the British television series The X Factor. After being eliminated in the competition, he auditioned again in 2010 and was put into a group with 4 other boys to form One Direction, which went on to become one of the best-selling boy bands of all time. Payne worked with other producers under the monikers Big Payno and Payno, creating remixes for songs by his group and Cheryl. Early life. James Payne was born on August 29, 1993 at New Cross Hospital in the Heath Town district of Wolverhampton, West Midlands, England. He was the son of Karen Payne, an infant nurse, and Jeff Payne, a fitter. He had 2 older sisters, Nicola and Ruth Payne. Payne was born 3 weeks early and suffered frequent illnesses. Until the age of 4, Payne had regular tests done in hospital as doctors noticed one of his kidneys was scarred and dysfunctional. To help cope with the pain, he had 16 injections in his arm every morning and another 16 every evening as a child. As a student, Payne was heavily involved in sports, particularly cross-country running. Payne originally joined the Wolverhampton and Bilston Athletics Club to pursue his running career. For 3 years he was ranked in the top 3 1500m runners in the country within his age group. He took up boxing lessons at the age of 12 amidst bullying from older students in secondary school. Payne completed 11 GCSEs at St. Peter's Collegiate School before moving on to study music technology at City of Wolverhampton College. Payne was first introduced to the world of show business at age 12 as a member of the Pink Productions Theater Company, appearing as Tony Manero from Saturday Night Fever. Payne had previously performed in front of a crowd of 26,000 during a Wolverhampton Wanderers football match. Personal life. From 2010 to late 2012, Payne dated then X Factor dancer Danielle Peaser. From 2013 to 2015, he was in a relationship with childhood friend Sophia Smith. In 2016, he started dating Cheryl Cole. They had one son who was born on March 22, 2017. They split in 2018. In early 2019, he dated British model and actress Naomi Campbell. Payne began dating model Maya Henry in 2019. They became engaged in August 2020. By June 2021, Payne and Henry had ended their relationship. The couple reunited that year and became engaged again. In May 2022, the couple ended their engagement for the second time. Since October 2022, he had been in a relationship with influencer Kate Cassidy. Payne's net worth was estimated at £47 million in 2020. Payne previously owned homes in Malibu, California, and Surrey, but listed them both for sale in early 2020 and 2021, respectively. From 2022 until his death, he resided in Buckinghamshire. Payne was a supporter of the football team West Bromwich Albion. Net worth. Payne was a British pop singer who had a net worth of $70 million at the time of his death. Real estate. In 2015, Liam paid $10 million for a mansion in Calabasas, California. He listed the nearly 5-acre property for sale in 2018 for $14 million. He dropped the price a number of times until finally accepting $10.2 million in January 2021. The buyer was fellow singer Halsey. Payne also maintained a residence in Buckinghamshire. Here is the Calabasas mansion. New details have emerged in the investigation into Payne's death. Among the new details, multiple sources with direct knowledge of the investigation told ABC News police have reviewed CCTV footage which appeared to show multiple drug exchanges between a dealer and a hotel employee, taking place prior to Payne's death. Sources said police are investigating if the hotel employee provided Payne with drugs. Payne is also seen twice in CCTV footage sleeping in the hotel lobby with a bottle of whiskey in his hand, the sources told ABC News. Sources say that police never believed Payne's death was a suicide or that it was intentional. Previously, sources told ABC News that a partial autopsy also found that he had multiple substances in his system that day, including pink cocaine, a recreational drug that typically is a mix of several drugs including methamphetamine, ketamine, MDMA, and others, as well as cocaine, benzodiazepine, and crack. An improvised aluminum pipe to ingest drugs was also found in his hotel room, according to the sources. According to multiple sources with direct knowledge of the investigation, police also identified the presence of 2 female escorts at the hotel in the hours before Payne's death. Payne offered $5,000 to 2 female escorts who were allegedly called by the lobby of the hotel Payne was staying at during his death, via an app. He did not pay the escorts, sources said. Sources also noted that a Rolex was also found missing from Payne's hotel room. ABC News has reached out to the hotel for comment. Payne's body is expected to be handed to his family next week, sources added. Payne's father, Jeff, has been in Buenos Aires since October 18, trying to repatriate the body of his son for burial in England, according to the British Embassy officials in Buenos Aires. The release of Payne's body is dependent on the court's findings in the criminal case. Career. Payne, a 14-year-old boy band member, auditioned for the 5th series of The X Factor in 2008 at the age of 14. He was considered the second favorite to win the competition after performing Frank Sinatra's Fly Me to the Moon. After being cut at the boot camp stage, Payne returned to the show in 2010 and sang Michael Bublé's version of Cry Me a River during the boot camp stage. The group, consisting of Harry Styles, Niall Horan, Louis Tomlinson, and Zayn Malik, qualified for the group's category and performed an acoustic version of Torn. One Direction was signed to Simon Cowell's Psycho Entertainment and released a book licensed by them, One Direction, Forever Young, Our Official X Factor Story, in February 2011. Their debut single, What Makes You Beautiful, was a commercial and international success, reaching number 1 in several countries. Their debut album, Up All Night, was released in November 2011, charting at number 1 and number 2, respectively. The band headlined the Up All Night tour in 2012, which sold out in minutes and garnered positive reviews from critics. In September 2012, the lead single from the group's second album, Live While We're Young, was released, and another single, Little Things, spawned the band's second number 1 single in the UK. In November 2012, the group released their second album, Take Me Home, which reached number 1 in over 35 countries. The group embarked on their third headline tour, the Where We Are Tour, which grossed over $290 million and was the highest-grossing tour of 2014, the 15th highest-grossing concert tour of all time, and is still the highest-grossing tour of all time by a vocal group. Payne took over the bulk of Malik's vocals after his departure in 2016. He was also One Direction's top runner with Louis Tomlinson. Payne began his career as a producer under the monikers Big Payno and Payno, remixing tracks like Cheryl Cole's I Don't Care in 2014. He later became director of Hampton Music Limited and worked on projects with Juicy J, DJ Mustard, and Miguel. In 2016, Payne signed a recording contract with Republic Records and released his debut solo single Strip That Down in May 2017. He later released singles Bedroom Floor and a collaboration with Zedd, Get Low. In 2018, Payne released his first extended play, First Time, featuring French Montana. He also contributed vocals to Jonas Blues' song Polaroid and released the song Stack It Up featuring American rapper A Boogie Wit Da Hoodie in September 2019. Payne's album, LP1, was confirmed for release in December 2019, with All I Want for Christmas released in October. In 2020, he collaborated with Alesso and released Midnight to positive reviews. In August 2021, he released the single Sunshine featured in the film Ron's Gone Wrong. Payne, a pop and R&B singer, revealed in May 2023 that he was working on a second studio album. He postponed his first solo tour for Latin America due to a kidney infection in August 2023. Payne returned to music with the single Teardrops in March 2024, co-written with NSYNC member J.C. Chases. He cites Chris Brown, Pharrell Williams, Justin Timberlake, and Usher as major musical influences. Payne's first exposure to rock music was Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory with In the End. Endorsements. Liam Payne became the first global brand ambassador for German brand Hugo Boss in May 2019, launching the first capsule collection and the second in May 2020. Payne also starred in the Hugo Boss fragrance campaign. Investment. In June 2021, Payne launched his non-fungible token digital artwork collection, entitled Lonely Bug. On January 25, 2022, he dedicated a separate Twitter account at Payno ETH solely to discuss the subject. Philanthropy. Payne, a member of One Direction, supported various charities, including Comic Relief, Action 1D, UNICEF, CLIC Sargent, Trekstock, and Sustainable Development Goals. He was an ambassador for Trekstock, raising an additional $211,237 during his campaign in 2015. Payne was pro-choice and expressed support for the Black Lives Matter movement in May 2020. He participated in Soccer Aid 2022 and returned in the 2023 edition. He also endorsed the Youth Zone Youth Project in his hometown. Health. Payne, a former One Direction member, publicly discussed his struggles with alcoholism and suicidal ideation. In a podcast interview, he claimed that One Direction originated with Simon Cowell's Promise and discussed former member Zayn Malik's family life. Payne later announced his sobriety in 2023 and received an ADHD diagnosis. He was hospitalized with a kidney infection in August 2023. Death. Payne died on October 16, 2024, after falling from the third floor of a hotel in the neighborhood of Palermo, Buenos Aires, Argentina, at the age of 31. Argentine media reported that he was in the country to attend former bandmate Neil Horan's concert. Police arrived at a hotel to investigate an aggressive man possibly under drugs and alcohol. Payne died upon arrival, and authorities are investigating and conducting an autopsy. Director Alberto Crescenti announced the death.